Hello everyone, welcome back to Best T-shirt Designs. So in today's video, I am going to recreate this T-shirt design, and this was a request from someone and they wanted me to show how to create a design like this. So for creating a design like that one, we need a dog paw. You can search on Google, you will find thousands of different examples. So you can take anyone. But the thing here is to create a design like this, we can do in two different ways. We can manually place the paws like this, or we can use a shortcut. So the shortcut is going to be something like this. So this is the paw and I need a heart shape. So I can create a rectangle here. Then I'm going to make the corners round like this. Then rotate it like something like this. Now Ctrl C and Ctrl F to copy paste in front. Then right click, transform and reflect. So it is going to give me a shape like this, and if I bring it a little bit closer like this, that will give me a heart shape. So select this two, press Shift M for minus front, and then as you can see we have a heart shape. Let's unite it. So for creating a shape like this, we need our heart shape in a stroke mode. So this is how it is going to be, and for this heart shape we need to make it like this. Is, as you can see in the example, there are some gaps in this area, but it is continuing from this side to the all the way to this side. So we need to do that, and for doing that I am going to just press C on my keyboard, which is the shortcut for scissor tool. You will find it here, and then click here. It is going to cut it from here, and with my direct selection tool I can simply select this part and then erase it. So as you can see, this is how it is going to be, and this is something I need, or something like this is what I need. So I'm going to take this power shape, and let's say this size is going to look good. So I'm going to select this one, and then from here, okay, so for this heart shape, let's do one more thing. I'm going to take the scissor tool again and cut it from here. So let's do one side, and then we will be able to reflect it. So I am taking this power shape, and from here I am going to just make a brush, but now I am going to make a pattern brush. Click OK, and just click OK for now, and it is going to give me a brush. And if I select this one, I can simply click on this power pattern, and as you can see, this is how it is looking right now. This is fine, but the paws should be facing the outer side of the shape, but it is facing the inside. So to fix that, double click on this pattern, and then click on this flip across, and then click OK. Click on this option here, and as you can see, this is how it is looking, which is fine, but they are too close to each other. So double click on this brush again, and then I am going to increase the spacing. So let's say 20% and see how it goes. Okay, so that is fine for me. Maybe that is a bit too much, so let's say I am going to make it 15% and click OK, and that is fine. I am happy with this shape. But the thing here is, if you take a look here, these paws are kind of like smaller in the beginning, then bigger in the middle, and then again smaller in the end of the shape. So we need to do that, and for doing that, as this is a stroke, we can simply press Shift W. So Shift W is the shortcut for white tool. You will find it here, and with white tool I am going to make it bigger from this area, and then I am going to make it smaller from this area, something like this. Then again I am going to make it smaller from this side, and as you can see, this is now smaller in the beginning, and then it is bigger in the middle, and then again is smaller in the bottom area. So something like this. So I have my shape, whatever I wanted. I'm going to just expand everything from here. Now just make a copy of it. Okay, maybe before making the copy, we can simply take a copy here, and then I'm going to make it smaller in size, and then I'm going to put it in this area, and then I will adjust it by rotating a little bit, something like this is fine. Then I'm going to take another shape here. So we can do this with that stroke by creating offset path, but that will be too hard for some of you to understand. So let's do it in the easiest way. So something like this maybe, which is fine, and then I'm going to place it here, but a little bit bigger in size. So this is the heart shape. One side of the heart shape I'm going to make a group. Then I'm going to drag a copy and then press Shift R. So not Shift R, Shift R is my shortcut, but transform and then reflect. and we have our shape like this. So let's try to align them in the center. Then I'm going to bring them a little bit close to each other, something like this, which is not working perfectly for this area, but we will fix that. So for this one here, for the joining of the shapes, I will need to put it something like this. If you take a look here, as you will see, they are also doing the same thing. So let's say I'm going to place this one here, then another one I'm going to place here, but this one I will make it a little bit smaller. Then for this one, again a little bit smaller. So let's select these three. I'm going to just make a group of them, align them and make a group of them. Maybe I can simply make it a little bit bigger for this one here. So which is fine. And for this area, I'm just going to remove some part of it. So I'm using my eraser tool to erase it from here. Also, maybe I will just erase this part of the graphic. So it is going to give me a shape like this. And for this area, I'm just going to select this group. Let's change the color so it will be easier to see. Now I am selecting this group, creating an offset path for them, not too big, something like this, and that is fine. Then click OK, cut it. So now from here I'm going to select these two group, make them a group again, then press Ctrl F to paste my offset path on top of everything. So let's change it to this color. Now I'm going to select this one and this color group. So okay, so this one and this one, they are not grouped. So this group and this original shape group, then click on this trim icon. So that is going to trim everything, and with my magic wand tool I can simply click on this color. That is going to select only that colors in my document, so I have nothing else. Just erase it, and as you can see, this is how it is looking. And if I make it black, so this is the original graphic. Also for some of the areas we can, I'm pressing Alt for making this rectangle. For some of the areas we can erase it like that. So this is our main shape is ready right now. I'm going to just copy this shape from here, and then let's make it a group. So this one I'm just going to place it in the middle like this. Make sure it is aligning perfectly with the middle. So something like this. Also maybe a bit smaller, maybe something here. And then I'm going to create an offset path, but this time I'm going to make a bigger offset path than the previous one. So select it, maybe make sure merge and unite. Do not click anywhere after creating the offset path, and then cut it. So I'm selecting this group and then press Ctrl F on top. Let's change the color, that will be easier to see. Now I need to select this pink color and this black group, then again click on this trim option. So that is going to trim out everything. Again one more time I'm going to select this pink with my magic wand tool and then delete. So as you can see, this is how my graphic is looking right now, which is perfectly fine. So sometimes there can be some invisible strokes. So if I take a line here, you will be able to see that there is no stroke, no fill color in this line. So if I keep that selected, then go to same and then fill color. That is selecting nothing from here because there is no blank strokes. But in some cases, there can be some blank stroke, and that will be selected by this, and then press delete. So our main graphic is ready right now, but they are using a tie-dye pattern or something like that. So let's try to do that. So if you search like this, you will be able to find different tie-dye patterns which are really cool, and you can take anyone from here because this is not going to be the main part of our design. So I'm just taking one from here. Then I'm going to take another one which can be a little bit of in a different color pattern than the other one. So maybe this one, then maybe I can take this one. So I'm just going to copy this one and then press it here. So with these two pattern, I am going to select them and then click on this low fidelity image, expand it. Select this one again, just make it low fidelity just to make it a vector file, and then expand it. So for this one, I am going to, okay, let's keep it like this. So I'm going to select this one, make it a little bit bigger like this, and then right click, arrange, send to back. So as you can see, this is how it is going to be. Maybe I will just make it like this in this position. So I need to select this group, and if I try to make a clipping mask, you will be able to see that is not going to work. So it is not visible here. You can go to object, clipping mask, and make, but that is going to make something like this because this shape or this group is a combination of many smaller groups or a smaller object or shapes. So that's why it is not going to work. So we need to make sure that this becomes one single object or one single shape. So to do that, we need to make it a compound path. So make it, And now if I select this background, right click, it is going to give me the clipping mask option and it is going to work. So as you can see, this is how it is working. And for this shape, again I am going to send it to the background. So for this one I am going to select this background, maybe here, or maybe I can make it a bit smaller so that more and more details captures. And from here I am going to select this one, but also this is also a combination of different groups or different shapes. So that's why we need to do the same thing. We need to make it a compound path. Now select this background, right click, and then clipping mask. So as you can see, this is how you can easily make a design like the example one. So for this one, if you want, you can keep it like this, or if you want, let's say this is a clipping mask and this is not very much visible on a black background and I need a stroke or something like that. So to do that, we need to double click where we can select the clipping mask like this object, but also we can select this shape from here. You will be able to see there is no stroke color and there is no fill color, but if we make a stroke of it, and we can change the color from here. So as you can see, this is how. So this is how it is going to be. Also for this shape, if you want, you can create a offset path or a outline like that, but there are two smaller shapes in them, so that is not going to work. So this is how you can simply create a design like the example. I don't like this offset path. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you learned something new from this one, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a great time.